Missiles, not from the sky but from the ground, from the desert of Kuwait straight towards Iran. Ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of development that can redraw the map of the Middle East, and that too overnight. Welcome to TimesXP's War Report with me, Trithiyatri. And for years, it was just speculation. Whispers in defense circles that the US might use the Gulf bases for long-range strikes. But now, fresh reports and visuals suggest something far more serious here. Those plans may be turning into action now. Well, at the center of this escalation is one very powerful system, HIMARS. The M142 HIMARS, it is not just another launcher. It's fast, it's mobile, it is deadly precise. It can be deployed, it can be fired, and it can disappear within minutes. And now it is reportedly being used to fire long-range ATACMS missiles, weapons that are capable of striking targets hundreds of kilometers deep into the enemy territory here. Can you imagine the scene? In a silent desert, launchers positioned, coordinates locked, and then within seconds, missile tearing through the night sky, heading towards strategic targets inside Iran. No fighter jets, no warning from above, just sudden high-speed strikes from the ground. And by the way, that changes the rule of the game, right? Because ground launcher systems like HIMARS, they are harder to detect, faster to deploy, and they are more difficult to intercept. It means strike can come without the usual build-up, catching defenses off guard. And Iran is definitely watching closely, carefully, reportedly already responding. Because if these strikes are confirmed, then it signals that the US is now willing to expand the battlefield far beyond the air and sea, directly from allied territory. And that brings new risk, not just for Iran though, but for the entire Gulf region. In fact, the implications that are too massive. Countries hosting the US system, they could now become potential target. Military bases, fuel depots, and infrastructure across the region, they may suddenly fall within Iran's response strategy. Well, the conflict, it is no longer contained. It is now spreading. It's now widening, and it is becoming far more unpredictable. And then comes the biggest question here. Is this the beginning of a new phase of war? Well, a phase where missiles don't just fly from jets or ships, but from hidden launchers across deserts. Striking deep, striking fast, striking without any warning. Well, one thing is definitely clear here. The battlefield is now evolving. The weapons are changing and the stakes are rising faster than ever. Well, the next move, it can really push this whole conflict into an entirely new dimension.